What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? This is another Bladecast brought to you by me, Blade. Welcome on in. Tonight's guest is LibraLebron, a fantastic streamer. He's a variety streamer as well as a musician, and we had a pretty damn good conversation. If I do say so myself. But yeah, it was just a good time. I hope you enjoy. Stick around to the very end because he's got some amazing wisdom to drop on you. And that's about it. I hope you have a great time listening. Peace. What's up?
What's up there, brother?
How you doing?
I'm great. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty damn fantastic now.
Watch out.
So real quick, for anyone that doesn't know you, through my podcast, can you introduce yourself just a little bit and give a little bit of a background to the audience?
What do you want me to touch base on?
Everything and anything. I mean, you could talk about your first steps. I don't care. I mean, let's start off with real quick. What started?
Because to be honest, I feel like us having that conversation is gonna do more than me just sitting here and giving you a MySpace top 8 next to my profile picture about me. Yeah. You know, I feel like it's better if we just vibe and they learn from what you're about to learn, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of stuff we're going to talk about that you probably don't even know yet.
Yes, there's a couple good questions I do want to ask you about. First, I'll give you my first question to you. Have you always been someone that puts out the good vibes in the world, or are you someone that started off on the opposite side?
I was super toxic.
Yeah.
I was super toxic. Like I was bred on the internet in GTA lobbies and Call of Duty Black Ops 2 search and destroy lobbies. Oh, yeah. That's where I was bred. That's where I started. You know? So that's where a lot of people started. And then some learned and some became Tyler 1.
Yeah. Well,
there's two spectrums.
Now, what actually made you like change over? Was it something that was just like a personal experience, or did you just kind of go one day like, hey, I should probably not be so damn toxic all the time?
A huge wake up call for me was really early into my streaming career. I was maybe a year in, probably less. And there was one kid that everyone in the community got really close to, and we ended up losing him after being the reason that he didn't take his own life on multiple occasions. And after that, like, I was just like, bro, there's nothing that I gain from being an asshole or from just being toxic. I don't gain shit from that.
I got you there.
And I started realizing, damn, this little kid is 16, 17, not a little kid, but you know, this kid used to watch me as an escape to not want to do that anymore, you know?
Yeah.
So it started making me realize the impact I had and shit like that. So slowly but surely, I started thinking, okay, people are starting to listen to what you're saying. You obviously are gaining traction. You know what you're doing because you've been doing entertainment technically since I was like 7, 8 years old. Like, I've been doing stuff for my mom's and my grandmother. Like, I've been doing this. This shit is in my blood. Like,
no, I like that. I like that it was a journey. It wasn't just like one day you're like, oh, you know, I should stop being such a... Because I feel like that was me. I became one of those people where I was like, I was toxic, but then I kind of looked at it the other foot and I was like, I should try not to be so much because I wanted to try to fit in more. And I felt like the toxic people weren't the group of people that I wanted to really I wanted to be a glass half full person. I didn't want to be a glass half empty kind of person. And I think that was my big turning point was that it wasn't losing anyone. And I sorry about that. That's a hard pill to swallow sometimes, to lose someone. Did when you were coming up, was it like a big jump when you jumped into Twitch? Or was it something that kind of you just fell into one day that you're like, oh, this sounds like a cool idea?
Well, I found it because there was nothing to do in the hospital. And there was either go and do the bullshit on the streets that I was doing anyways, or go back home every day, after school, eventually what became after work.
Yeah.
And play video games and vibe with the same type of people on the internet.
Yeah.
And that's how like I got introduced to the internet type of stuff. And then when I got hospitalized, I was watching Twitch a lot. And I watched it for hours a day. Like literally, that's all I watched. That's all I do is watch Twitch. And like I didn't even really know about YouTube that much. It was mainly the Twitch thing. That's and awesome. It was because in the Black Ops 2 lobbies in Search and Destroy, I guess because of how I was, people would always either ask if I was Dashy or if I was streaming.
Okay.
And it got to actually, there's someone in the community called Miss Heart Attack. I don't know if she still goes by that, but she used to make YouTube videos and stuff, and she put me in one of her videos when I was super small. Like, I was like, maybe a couple hundred followers type of thing. And she at the time was like a couple 100,000 subscribers on YouTube and all that.
That's awesome.
And I got a little jump for it. So it was basically like a host on YouTube when I was offline.
That's sweet.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's sweet. So was that your first real like dip in the pool when it came to that? Because I feel like everyone has that one little, it's like chasing the dragon. You get a little taste, and then you're like, oh, this sounds really good, and then someone kind of like brings you in more, and you're like, shit, I could do this more. Okay, and then you just keep like, is that how it was? That was your first real taste. You're like, I should just keep going with this. This is something I want to hit more and do more.
A part of it was that, but then it got me to another point where someone that was cool with her, and then her as well, like reached out to want to play again. And that's something that clicked in my head to think, maybe I'm a part to many other puzzles. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Like if someone wants to have a conversation with me, somebody wants to feel my vibe, catch my energy in any way, shape, or form, or pick up what I'm doing, or learn off of me, or anything that will gravitate them towards me and wanting something from me, then that means that I'm doing something. Even when I didn't know I was doing anything. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like when I didn't even know I was giving off a type of energy that content creators and stuff like that would gravitate towards, or people would laugh at, or somebody would catch a smile, it'll change somebody's mood, or to keep it blunt, stop somebody from committing suicide. Like, who would have thought that the big fat funny motherfucker from Brooklyn was gonna be somebody that's gonna stop somebody in a whole other side of the world, in some suburban, from doing that, So it's something that you never think will happen, and then when it happens, you're like, oh shit, like this internet stuff is more than, it's more than what it seems. It's deeper than that,
Yeah. I the big thing for me, like what caught my attention about you, in general, was your videos. Every time you go live, you don't just do like a quick, because I do, I explain what I'm talking about for the day, whether it be through, doing a quick video or whatever, but I don't have anything that's kind of like what you do, where I feel like you really reach out to your audience every time you talk to them, even if it's
every single day,
a 2-minute video. And I love that. I think that's something that's really unique for, Twitch in general, because, a lot of people just do the go live tweets, and I'm definitely, at fault. I do the same thing sometimes where I'm like, hey, I'm going live, guys, and then that's it.
Everybody's guilty of it. Let's not knock the people that do that.
Yeah.
Which I know we weren't doing, but let's give them a little bit, some love, because I did that shit.
Yeah.
For months. I had a little picture, a little graphic made of me with some live tweet and my link. And I tweeted that shit every day.
Yeah.
That same exact doofy tweet with the same 2 hashtags, with the same little emoji, with the same feel, nothing different, nothing switched up, no energy changed. Everything was the same vibe. And I did that every single day until I started my streak. And now I'm on a streak of, I think 2+ years.
Yeah.
Of never going live without putting out a video.
Yeah.
I love that's a streak that nobody could touch. Nobody's done that. And even on my very first podcast with Bro Man, I touched base on why my time with the audience is more than, I'm going live. Yeah. Come click the link, Excuse me. Everybody does that.
Yeah.
Everybody will tell you that they're live. Everybody will say, oh, come here. Please do this.
Yeah.
Give me this. Click this link and watch me. Do something for me.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I think, personally, I'm one of the few people that reaches out on a daily basis and talks to you. Tells you something. Has a conversation with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I tell you to click my fucking link, because I need some viewers,
Yeah. Well,
but I have a conversation with you first.
Yeah, I think it's you're given 95% and you're asking for 5%, and I think that's the whole key about it, is that you're not asking first and foremost up front, hey, hit the link, because I'm looking at your stuff. You're when you talk about going live, there's been some of your videos that you've done where you don't even put your link in. You're like, what the link is, don't worry about it. This is my view on whatever today, and then you gave your 2 minutes, and I think that's giving your 2 cents on your day is 10 times more value than just a go live. And like you said, don't knock the people that do the go live. Like I said, I do the go lives, and it's because I don't have any other way of doing it sometimes, and that's just my brain.
Yeah.
But I think that
when you catch a fog, but believe it or not, I've caught that fog.
Yeah. While
trying to make that video, I do the video when I go live every single day, but I still have that fog some days. I don't know how to tell you to push through it, because I don't know how the fuck I do it.
Yeah.
But everybody develops a formula, I guess. But I 100% feel you on sometimes having to just listen. I'm gonna go live. To be honest, I don't even feel like doing it, but I'm gonna go, and this is what you guys get. Come vibe.
Yeah.
So I respect that as well when it happens.
So on another note that I want to touch on, what started first, your music or your gaming?
Music.
How long have you been doing music for?
I think I've been a percussionist since I was like 6 or 7.
Okay.
And I was doing it like on stage, performing like seriously and stuff like that. This is not the rap. This is a whole different thing. This is like my culture. Like I was doing Bombay Plena, which is like cultural music that is from Puerto Rico and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I was doing that. And that I was doing probably up until I was maybe 13, 14. Nice. And then I would do it here and there, but only if I was getting paid.
Yeah.
Because it became not on some like to my own horn shit, but it became where I was so good that I was able to tell people, listen, if I'm not getting booked for this much, I'm not doing it.
Nice.
And this was me with my mom at like 15, letting her know, like, listen, if I'm not getting like 125 or more for this, I'm not doing it. And it was something that pushed me away from the culture, and I started only doing it for money if I got to do it.
Yeah.
And it was because I was so good at it.
That's awesome.
I found music by writing the lyrics to Eminem's Mockingbird on a notepad when I was like 11. And I was like really feeling like shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wrote that song in like script. I'm known for my penmanship. Like my logo, my LL logo.
Yeah.
That's my handwriting.
That's awesome. I can't.
My logo is just is my penmanship. So like that's
I
how
envy your handwriting. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. Your handwriting.
I appreciate it.
My handwriting looks like chicken scratch mixed with like doctor's handwriting. It's horrible.
My mom made me. She made me. That's not how you do the S. That's not how you do the I. You have to do the curve on the A. You have like my mom with penmanship.
Yeah.
She was teaching me, and I'm talking about she was teaching me like whenever. However, listen. So my brain is like a filing cabinet where it pushes shit out, and sometimes it forgets to bring stuff back.
Yeah.
So I've had a lot of bad things happen to me, which that's when we feel like having a shitty version of the podcast. And it was something that she instilled in me from whenever I could start writing.
Yeah.
To care about it, to not learn, like to put learning how to write in script before learning how to write in print. So my print is horrible.
Yeah.
My script is beautiful. So I'm like a weird person. Like most people, their penmanship is good, their script is sloppy.
Yeah.
My script is immaculate, but my actual like regular penmanship is kind of sloppy.
Yeah.
But even kind of sloppy, some people say it's amazing, but I think it's sloppy.
No, don't worry. My handwriting, I'm telling you right now, you would look at that and be like, were you drunk when you wrote that? Are you okay over there, bud? I'm like, yeah, just don't worry about it. Don't look at my handwriting, please. It's atrocious. So what when you were starting off streaming, who were some people that you looked at that kind of influenced you to push into your direction?
Honestly, the three mains were Big Foltz, Soto, who was Hey It's BBG.
Okay.
Nick Merckx. I started finding more in Raid Cinema later on down the line. There's a lot of people that eventually started like pushing me to like change how I'm doing stuff, you know?
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
They molded something in my path to make me do it differently and better. And Broman 100,000%. Ali, yeah, Myth has had a big impact on the way I do stuff and how much I started doing community type stuff and caring more about the impact I leave more than just what I'm saying at the moment. I care about what people are gonna say about what I said.
Yeah,
does that make sense?
No, I love that. Yeah, and
it just everybody that I get to, like my roommate Lauren has taught me so fucking much about Twitch, about the industry, about how to do things, about switching it up here and there, content. Like she's helped me a lot too. And I think you have to, everybody in your life is either a blessing or a lesson.
Oh yeah.
You got to remember that forever.
Oh yeah.
Everybody in life. So somebody's going to come through and they're either going to stick around for the long haul and teach you stuff on a regular basis and they're going to make you a better person, or they're going to teach you something quick or something that you needed to learn, meaning they'll do something bad to you, but you'll learn from it.
Oh yeah.
So you'll never let somebody be able to get that close to do that again, you know?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, 100%.
I like that. I like the saying that you just had the blessing or a lesson, because I feel like there's a lot of people that I can file into that now with you know, over the last couple of years I've had to get rid of people that I've called friends forever. I've had friends that I called friends for 10 15 years, and then I just was like, all right, I'm calling this quits. Yeah. Like I can't talk to you anymore because you've become too much of a toxicity in my life, and it's not helping me. So
you end up feeling like all they're doing is just bringing you down.
Absolutely.
And it's like, what's the point of staying down when I can surround myself with people that are going to bring me up and change what I'm doing? Because if you're just doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results, you know,
it's like punching the wall and just keep punching, and you're like, oh, eventually I'll break through. Like, no, you won't, dude. Just stop. No. It's not gonna happen.
Eventually you break your hand.
Yeah, exactly. So when with Twitch itself, what are some things that you look to do in 2019 altogether with your channel?
With my channel, honestly, I want to eventually be growing at a rate where I can double my followers. Mm-hmm. So I want to be able to hit 50,000 by the end of this year.
That's awesome.
But I have to be able to get to a point where I'm growing consistently. I'm talking like 200-300 followers a day instead of 20-30, which is, you know, regular.
Yeah.
And I want to get there. And I'm going to an event in about a week and a half for Gamers for Giving, and it's raising money for an event that I didn't even think I would be a part of. Not only that, but then I ended up getting my homie Clintus involved. So now he's part of it. That's awesome. And I'm linking up with people that I never would have stepped out of my box to ever do this. I don't know how to do a charity stream,
right?
But I'm trusting my good friend Vern Notice, and he's going to teach me, you know, what to do here and there, and how to set up my stuff, and like I'm going to learn. This is a learning experience for me, you know, and it's something that when I can look back and know that I left an impact, like I think that's. Like as long as you leave something behind, as long as you can, if I die today, I have everything I've done to look back on, and I left a legacy.
Yeah,
I'll never be forgotten.
Yeah,
you know.
I think that when it comes to, you know, doing stuff like this, even though people don't realize it, it is, you know, you can make a lasting impact on someone's life. Like you said, you know, you could be the reason why people don't, you know, have a bad day, even if it's just for a couple hours. It gets them out of their own mind, you know, and they can, you know, chill and relax, and, you know, like you say, catch some vibes and just relax and hang out with us, and then, you know, go on their way. And if they were having a shitty day before, maybe, you know, you're able to get them out of their shitty day and get them to relax.
You might switch up their entire mood.
Yep. And I think that, you know, as a content creator, as a streamer, you know, in general, I would say a streamer first and foremost, because we're live and whatnot. I think it's important for us because, you know, we're the first line of defense sometimes when it comes to, you know, people will talk to their friends sometimes, but I feel like some people don't want to talk to their friends about it. But when you're a faceless name on Twitch, and you're just, you know, you're just Stay Your Blade, you're just LibraLebron, you can go on and talk to someone and you know, message them and say, I'm having a shitty day, and they'll be like, cool, let's talk about it. You know, they won't judge you because of, you know, whatever, because they don't know you for whatever. They know you for your name.
Facts.
You know, and I think that's the
they know you for what you are already.
Yep.
Which shows that they'll never judge you because they only know you for what you are.
Yeah.
You know.
So I think that the biggest thing is if you can, you know, my saying is just, you know, every day I'd like to try to make someone smile. That's it. Like that's my goal for a day, and
that's it.
And that's
literally all you have to do, and you had an amazing day.
Yep. And that's it. And I could be having a shitty day, but if I make someone smile, then I'm good. Like, I don't really, even if I still continually have a shitty day, at least I know that I made an impact on someone's life, even for like 12 seconds.
Exactly.
So, the big thing that I wanted to ask you about, is with your whole, catching vibes. Was that something that you, had to kind of instill in your audience, or did they did they take hold of it as soon as you started with that whole thing?
I think your community,
Mm-hmm.
your fan base, the people that watch you on a regular basis will gravitate towards whatever you put in front of them. If I was toxic, I think I'd have maybe even a bigger following.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'd be just as powerful. I think my message would hit whatever message I wanted to have. If I was toxic, would hit if I wanted to hit. I think anything that I wanted to do, I could do. I just chose to do good, because why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
You know?
It's crazy that you said that if you're toxic, your community could be even bigger, and it's like a weird thing to think about, that toxic people, like we'll give, like you said, Tyler won, and I kind of like that example, because he's very toxic, but it's toxic in a funny way.
And I like him. He's fucking hilarious.
I met him, and he's not a bad guy. Like he was on my plane home. Like, he's a super nice guy. He's just, that's his shtick, and it works for him.
Yeah. It's like wrestling.
Yeah, absolutely.
Except they're streamers.
Yes, absolutely.
Although I'm dead.
I think he would be a pretty awesome wrestler, but I'm pretty sure there's a height requirement for wrestlers, though.
How tall is he? He's tiny.
He's tiny. He's like, looks like he's like 5'5" or something. He's extremely short. He's short.
I'm probably a whole foot taller than him.
Yeah. And it's funny because I didn't even know who he was. I kind of like looked back on my plane, and I'm like, is that Tyler One? And I'm like, oh shit, that is Tyler One. And he's like he's sleeping on the plane, and I'm like, all right, well, whatever. I'm not gonna bother him. And then I texted my brother, and he's like, you should tell him he's short. I'm like, I'm not gonna wake him up just to tell him he's short. I'm like, I don't need to get punched in the face on this plane. So we'll talk about real quick. TwitchCon. Do you think that it's? Well, first of all, have you been to TwitchCon?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was at the last one.
What do you think? Do you think that it's going to be a better or worse experience from last year?
I think the experience you have at TwitchCon is the experience you make at TwitchCon. Because if you have a bad experience, it's because you're around the wrong people.
Yeah.
There's good and bad everywhere.
Yeah.
It all depends on who you surround yourself with.
No, I agree. I think I mean, I don't know. I didn't have for the last 2 years I went last year and I went the year before. I didn't have a bad experience either year. I think people just have bad experiences because of like the fact that they don't plan, and then they try to show up at 9 o'clock in the morning. They're like, why are these lines here? So
I mean, it's also it'll never be the same experience going to an event as a Twitch partner who's like already invited to everything beforehand.
Yeah.
Than someone just trying to get into every event,
Yeah.
So it's a different experience.
Absolutely. Sick with It says people feel like if they don't drink, they won't have fun. Libra doesn't drink and always has a good time. It's what you make it. Hey, last year I didn't drink, but I had a blast last year. The year before that I drank, and Sunday was Sleepy Fest 2017. It was a shit show. Sunday I couldn't move for basically half the day. I sat on a beanbag and nursed my headache. So
oof. Yeah,
that was a bad experience, and I spent a lot there because it's Long Beach, and Long Beach is super expensive. But yeah, I think that hopefully this year's venues is good. I'm assuming it is because San Diego.
Yeah, I think they'll fix a lot of the issues that were there.
Yeah,
from last year.
Yeah, size wise, I think it's going to be fine. But other than that, I think it's people are nervous. I think about being new place, whatever. But they've been to San Diego before, so they should be all right on that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm from Brooklyn, so I'm comfortable everywhere. I've never worried about going somewhere or been like, oh, but I don't know if that's gonna be, I don't know if that's gonna be that. Like I go anywhere, I provide good energy, and I get good energy back from wherever I end up.
I like it. So my other question I have for you would be, what are some things that you want to see like on Twitch that haven't been implemented yet?
There's probably thousands. I don't know what you want me to really focus on.
I'll go with first. Let's go with community. Is there something that you would want to see, like communities, community wide, that could help build communities on Twitch?
I want us to be able to have movie nights on Twitch,
like any type of movie. I want us
to have to use, since we're owned by Amazon, I want us to be able to watch anything that's on Amazon Video on stream with our stream in chat, and have sub only chats with movie nights.
I like that.
I think that'll be lit. I think we need to do something to build communities more, because it's becoming too much about numbers, and other stuff is starting not to matter.
I like that idea. It would be genius, because the fact that we are owned by Amazon, so it would be ideal. And I feel like everyone that any people that I know that are on Twitch, most people have Amazon Prime, so they can use the Prime videos and whatnot. That would actually be a really good idea. I didn't think about that one. I think that it'd be kind of nice to be able to play any music through the Amazon Music store as well. It'd be kind of a nice little way to get around the whole copyright and stuff, because the fact that you can buy the music and stuff like that on there, I feel like it would be kind of a nice like trade-off.
That is dope, but at the same time, we provide live content, so the music, all it does is mute the VODs, which that might stop some new fans, or that might have some chunks of your VOD muted. But at the end of the day, that just makes them want to come back for your vibes on time next time. So that they don't miss it,
Yeah, I feel you there. Yeah, there's a lot of times where I try to work like music into my stream, and I've actually found really good like non-copyrighted stuff that works. And I have full VODs, and I don't have to worry about it getting muted or whatnot. So I've kind of done a little workaround, because I go through SoundCloud and whatnot and try to find people there, and then I learn like better music is on SoundCloud sometimes without even trying. True. So what are is there some things that you want to do with your music? Speaking of music, is there some things that you want to try with your music that you haven't tried yet?
Mainly I just want to collab with more people. Like, I want to collab with more people that have substance, that are sending a message with their music, that aren't just bullshitting, Like, I don't want to when I put something out, it lasts forever. I don't want to put something out and then, oh, he did that because he got paid for a feature, you know? Yeah. Or he did that because, oh, they gave him a couple grand. Like, nah, I want to be able to be like, I did that because I trusted the artist. Yeah, I might have got paid for it, but at the end of the day, I trusted what I was doing with the artist more than anything,
I like that. That's that, and I think that leans back into your whole thing about being remembered, not just being on on the stream and whatnot, but actually being remembered for something more than just being on the stream. When it comes to Twitch, I see a lot of people coming into Twitch and still kind of trying to dip their toes into the platform, and every day there's more and more people coming in here, and the platform's growing. Is there things that you'd like to see for new streamers that hasn't been implemented yet?
I think new streamers need to just do their homework.
Yeah.
Like, I'm tired of having to babysit children who want to be streamers. Like, I think there has to be maybe an age limit.
Yeah.
I think there has to be maybe a check like you have to check for something. I think something has to be so that, because right now it's just a bunch of oversaturation of, sorry to say it, bullshit content.
Yeah.
That I can scroll for 5 pages and know that every single thing of these streamers is the same shit.
Yeah.
They're all going to be like, everything from a certain view count is just this, and then from console, and then a kid. Like nobody does their homework. They just want to be a streamer. They want to, and I think people there needs to be some way for people to learn as soon as they get on the platform and decide to stream.
Yeah.
Like if you in any way, shape, or form try to stream, there should be something that you have to, like, I don't know if it's a test or what, but something. Like there has to be something.
I think it'd be nice to also, you know, like, I feel like they were starting to go in the right direction with the creator camp, you know, trying to teach people a little bit better on how to, you know, basically navigate the site and you know, become a streamer if they'd like to. I wish that they would expand on those classes. Maybe every month do, you know, 1 or 2 classes and then put them up on the site so that people can watch them, because not everyone can see it right away.
Classes, who does those classes?
Usually I'm pretty sure it's just partner streamers that do them. Okay. So you know, if you really like to throw some content up there, I'm sure they would be more than happy, because I think what it is that
they like, in that type of situation, Twitch would have to reach out to me, because I'm a different flavor. I'm not for everyone. I'm not easy to grasp, you know. So I need to know that they want change. Like I'm the type of person that if you bring me on board for something and you want something to change, it's gonna fucking change.
Oh yeah.
Like I will change it. Yeah. But not if it's not wanted.
I think what they do is they vet people out. So they'll be like, oh, well, we need someone that does this, and this. And then they say, okay, well, we also need someone that is very like PC. You know, they're you know, and I think that's
I'm definitely not. So.
Well, and that's the thing is like it kind of sucks because it gets rid of people that honestly could make a huge change on the platform just by putting out their content. You know, and I think you're getting rid of a lot of people that honestly have a good message. They just, you know, might swear or,
and
you know, whatever.
Think they need to like look at Gary Vee.
Yes.
Gary Vee gets his message across every single day. And he says fuck, shit, cunt, motherfucker every single sentence.
Yep.
And I'm not that bad, you know. I clean it up. Yeah. But come on, don't ever tell me you can't be successful. I don't want to hear it.
Well, and
that's an excuse.
That's it. No, I think that's the you know,
and that's the company being scared to bring more on than they have.
Yep. And you are correct though. I like that because Gary Vee is he's a powerhouse first of all, and you are right. Yeah, the amount of stuff that he puts out there that is just swearing. There's literally a video of him talking and the person interviewing him was like, do you have to swear so much? He's like, fuck yeah, I have to swear a lot. It's like,
that's how you get your point across.
Yeah, get your point across. And the thing is, yes, some people get
emphasis on it.
Yeah, you know what the thing is? I use the word bitch a lot, and it's not a good word to use all the time. But honestly, it's the flavor that I use.
I finally started learning that to stop calling women bitches.
Oh no,
but I still say bitch all the time.
No, I
just stopped using it to reference women.
I use it.
Well, I try to because I still do.
I use fuck and I use shit a lot as well. Shit is my big one because you can use shit for anything.
Hell yeah!
And the thing is that people don't.
There's multiple reactions.
Yeah, it's shit. Well, shit, that's awesome. Like, it's just,
shit.
Yeah. That's the thing is like, I think that people don't realize that it's, you know, it doesn't matter what word you use because in the long run, it's going to get the point across. And sometimes using a swear word or whatever is going to push people to be like, oh, he really means this. Like, he's not just reading off of a script.
Exactly.
And I think that's the biggest thing. And like, that's why.
Because honestly, how many times is a fuck or a shit just content filler?
You're right. Yes. Yes.
Like you just need that's a transitional word now.
Yeah. Fuck it.
See?
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, and that's really, I agree. So, when it comes to Twitch, I think that, there's a couple of different things that, that I would like to see, like content wise. And that includes like, I'd love to see like smithing, like blacksmithing and stuff like that.
That's lit. I saw somebody doing that before.
That's something like smelting. I know I have a couple of friends that do smelting, like just on their own, and I would love to see that kind of stuff. Glass blowing would be sweet. What kind of content would you want to see on the platform that isn't already kind of represented?
Maybe like, I don't know if it is, but like girls that do hair, like girls that own hair salons.
Okay.
That would be lit. Just watching them in like, or have like a barbershop that just has the stream running 24/7 with all the conversations, all the lit, that would be interactions,
fun. Yeah,
all the different people.
I like that.
That'd be kind of lit. A barbershop.
Yeah, I think it would be kind of cool to have a couple different angles. It'd be sweet to do like a overhead angle, side angle on either side, and then maybe do like each chair has its own camera.
Yeah, each chair has its own camera and microphone where you can like hear the conversations that they have with their customers, because the conversations are fun. Like when I go to the barber chair, I be having little conversations here and there,
Yeah, and sometimes they could be really intimate, like just one-on-one, like I don't really want to talk about this with anyone else kind of conversations. Yeah. But it also could just be shooting the shit about the sports or whatever's going on the day, and that's pretty
facts. Or their life. Like,
yes,
I've had barbers open up to me about what they're doing, what they're going through, what they're experiencing. You know, like tell me about their day, and I think that's the best.
Yeah. I think that'd be with the expansion of having like the IRL stuff. I think IRL is very it's still untapped. I think there's a lot of things that they could easily do that they just haven't had a chance to do yet.
I think they need to make full IRL sections where literally you have to be doing something but talking.
Yeah.
And I think it needs to be directioned. I think it needs to be fixed. I think they need to stop letting males and females, wherever it is, everybody and their mother, just sit full cam and do nothing.
Yeah.
Like, I think you have to be doing something. You can't just be sitting there bullshitting, telling people to subscribe to your damn Snapchat and Patreon. Like, I need some it's a content creating platform.
Well, and
you gotta create content.
I think that's why they got rid of they've filtered it out now where it's like just chatting, and then there's stuff and then
there's like outdoor and this, but everyone just stays in just chatting, so it doesn't matter. Like, they didn't make it where it actually matters,
right? And I think
they don't enforce it. Per se.
I think that they need to work on that, but it's also how many mods that they have, because it's like trying to I think the big thing is it's like YouTube. YouTube has so much content that's uploaded per day, and per minute, and it's hard to filter it out. So I think that it's the same thing with Twitch. There's so many content creators that are on Twitch, and it's so saturated that it's so overly saturated that it becomes one of those things like, how do you take that and say, okay, well, we're trying to have you go on. I know you're just chatting, but you're also out doing something. Let's filter you into that.
Exactly. Or, like, I think they might have to actually just get employees that do that literally all day just do that. Man, hire a couple of streamers. You know how many hire me to do some shit like that.
Yes.
You know how many full-time streamers could still use an extra job?
Yes, me.
And we have the time to be able to put in, an extra 40 hours a week. Like, I could put an extra 20, 30, 40 hours a week on top of streaming. If you're going to pay me.
Yeah, you want to hire me to do that?
Let's go. No problem.
It's funny. I'm on Twitch right now, and I'm looking at just categories. And they even have, like you said, the IRL travel and outdoor category.
Yeah.
Clicking into it, let's see. There's at least one person that is looks like in their bedroom. So it's it's such an odd, like, to me, it's very hard
it's not taken care of.
Yeah, it becomes one of those things where people are not, they're not looking at it. They're saying, oh, well, if no one's watching it, who cares? Like, no big deal. But I think that it's a problem, because then it breeds the culture of like, oh, this is okay. No one's checking it, so it's okay.
It trickles down to the point of, oh, nobody's gonna care.
Yeah.
That's why people end up doing whatever they want. Like, they stream the McGregor fight, they stream the wrestling, they stream the this, they stream the that. Like, enforce your guidelines. You don't enforce your rules, and then you ban people for 3 days for something that should have been banned for 3 years, and then you ban the other guy for 3 months for something that should have been banned for 3 hours, and then you ban somebody else for no reason. Give them no reasoning, and then they're just stuck. Like, I've had that happen to a couple homies. Like, just listen, if y'all need moderators, hire the damn streamers, man. Y'all making so much money off of us. Yeah. You hire us.
Yeah. Drop some extra money. Drop some extra money into my PayPal. I'm okay with that.
Hell yeah, there you go.
I'll work for a couple extra hours a night. That's fine with me.
Once a week, hit me a check. We all from home. All of that stuff we could do remotely.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
Listen, man. There's a lot of solutions. There's just people who don't want to solve.
Yep.
There's a lot of solutions to problems that people don't actually want to be solved.
So I'm gonna jump back and ask you this quick question. Apex Legends or Fortnite? Which one?
Apex Legends. I'm not 12 years old.
And who do you play as in Apex?
Gibraltar only. I'm #1 in the world for finishers.
Really? That's awesome. I didn't know that. That's
CCC.
That's a pretty legit. So, did you, when it comes to Apex, what do you like so much about it?
It's fast paced. It's team based. It's realistically less cartoony.
Yeah, absolutely.
I guess, if that makes sense. It's a lot less cartoony.
Yeah.
The gunplay is phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's they did what every other company couldn't do right. They did it right.
I've played, I want to say total, I've played probably about 10 games of Apex, and they're usually, when I play, it's late at night, so I'm not really like playing with anyone that I know. I'm just kind of like dicking around, and I really do like it. I just don't feel like that it's the game that I want to play on stream, because it's not something that I normally would play on stream, and it's hard for me to get into it on a stream basis. But I'll play, like, right now I've been playing a lot of Tetris. That's a...
Did Tetris come out and like it's like a new thing?
Yeah, Tetris 99. That game, I have more anger towards that game than Apex Legends will ever give me. Like, yikes. I watched my blood pressure go up. Like, I have a heart monitor on my wrist at all times, and it went from like normal, like...
Is that for medical reasons or for stream?
No, just I have a Fitbit, and it always monitors my heart rate, and my heart rate went from like 70 to like 90 in like one match, and then the next match it was sitting at 100, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? I didn't realize it was because the game, because I wasn't really like equating it to that. But then I started getting mad, and that was when I was like, all right, well, this is probably why my heart rate is so crazy right now. But yeah,
gaming does raise your blood pressure.
Yes. So with Apex, do you think that it's going to sit, right now it's sitting at 4th on the list of games, if you look at Twitch's browse page? Do you think
Fortnite?
Fortnite right now is technically #1, but I don't know who's playing, and that might be the reason why. Let's see who's playing right now. That might be the reason why. Yeah, Tifu's playing, Tim is playing, Courage is playing, TSM is playing. It's like all the big boys are playing. So that's
subtract the top 5 in that directory. If they weren't there, would Apex be #1?
Probably, because Tifu's got 50K, Tim's got 21K, Courage is 12. And
that's the directory, and those aren't.
Yeah, and that's it.
Those aren't just gamers.
No,
those are communities.
Yeah.
So if those communities weren't on that game, the other game would be first.
Right. That's what.
Which means the other game is a better game.
Yeah, I think the thing is that Apex has a solid community now that it's
100%.
You know,
and they're listening to their community.
Yeah, yeah. They're making good.
That we say, everything we tweet, everything we tag them, and everything we say.
Yeah, they
take it, they pick it apart, and they're listening because they're fixing stuff. They're fixing what we're saying we don't want.
Yeah. So do you think that Division is going to take over your life for a bit, while Apex is going to take a back burner, or are you going to try to balance the two out?
I don't know how much you've stayed in tune with what I've been doing on Twitter, but I've been scheduling a multi every day.
Yeah.
At the beginning of every week. So I'm still going to be touching Apex probably every single day. But since I'm a variety broadcaster and have been for a while, I can play whatever I want. I just count on my community to support me no matter what I do. Like the entire first 2 hours of this broadcast, intended is basically me ignoring my chat, focusing on trying to win the game and not die, and converse with you on what we're doing. And they're just having conversations with each other. They're vibing. They're making sure everybody's good, Yeah. They're trying to make me laugh while I'm doing this, Like I love my community, and I'm just chilling and enjoying the vibes.
I love it.
No matter what.
I love it.
So
the Division, what drew you to the Division when you first started playing?
It was based in New York, and my house was in the game.
That's awesome.
The first one.
That's badass. I honestly, when I started playing Division, the first one, I thought it was a great game. Then I stepped away from it for probably a month and a half, and then I came back, and it was just like it was a shit show that I couldn't handle anymore, because people were probably 20, 30 levels above me, and I was just like,
you couldn't even catch up. It took too long.
Yeah, I walked into the dark zone and get decapitated, and I was like, well, this is everyone's got gold gear, and I'm still sitting at purple, and I'm like, this is solid. This is all right. No, I really if it comes down to it, I might pick up Division 2, but I'm gonna try to pick it up sooner rather than later. It's
out right now, I believe, worldwide now. But I did have a code, so I've been playing since yesterday.
That's awesome. Yeah,
and I'm super addicted already.
Where's it based at now?
One is in Washington D.C.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a dope storyline. It picks up where the first game pretty much left off, kind of thing. And it's them needing you in DC after knowing what you've done for New York.
Okay.
Basically.
So do you think it comes down to it, this game is going to far surpass your expectations, or do you think it's so far as that?
It already has, and I haven't even played the Dark Zone yet.
That's awesome.
Just the gameplay's smooth. The game itself is smooth. Like everything is good.
That's good. Yeah, I think my biggest thing was that outside the Dark Zone, when I was playing it, was not. It was kind of choppy. And then I got into the Dark Zone, and it was like everyone had their own ping. So it would, you'd have people that were running real fast, and you had people that were lagging along. And then if you were on a team with someone that was lagging along, it would just suck so hard.
It would be good for that teammate, but not for you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the other team would be like, "Oh, what's up?" And they're like, "I don't know, because nothing's loading for me right now." But I think if I'm going to get it, I'll get it on Xbox instead of getting it on my computer, and then I'll just port it over to my computer.
Respect.
So is there any games that you're looking forward to for the rest of 2019?
It was The Division. I wanted to see what Anthem did, and all of the stuff that Destiny 2 is going to do. Because I count basically all their releases as a game, pretty much. Like,
yeah,
they're technically releasing a new game every couple of months, every 3 months,
So do you think that Anthem didn't live up to your standards of what you thought the game was going to be?
Personally, no, but also because it was so not well optimized, I couldn't even play it. So I didn't even get the game.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't even play the beta. because of the PC issues. And then people had issues after buying the game.
Yeah.
So I was just so thrown off by that. And Division dropped, and like the beta for Division dropped, and I was just watching that, and I was like, man, I ain't got time for that. I'm not about to waste my time and energy on a game that's not doing what I want.
Right.
What I need right now. Like, I need my looter shooter vibe. You know, I need that right now.
Right.
And if you can't even give me that, why am I going to play a game? You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I think the biggest thing for me was, recently probably biggest letdown for me was Fallout 76, which really kind of irked me because it was one of those games that I was looking forward to so hard, and then I got into it and I was like, yeah, this is not what I was expecting. It wasn't even
That's one of those games that I heard was dropping, and then it dropped, and then I didn't hear anything about it after like a week it came out.
Yep. Yeah.
It was supposed to have like a really good multiplayer and all that. Yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. Like open world survival. Like, it reminded me of The Walking Dead a little bit.
Yep.
I was like, all right, let's do it. You know? And then it died after what, maybe a week or two?
Yep.
Like stream wise. And I was like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I'm not gonna get that game to play through it and then never touch it. Like,
right. Well,
doesn't make sense.
I think that was my biggest, like, it sucked because I'm a huge fanboy of Fallout. Like, I'm a massive fanboy of Fallout. So when I heard that it was coming out last year, or the last Fallout, I didn't get the special edition because I just was broke, and I only was able to get the game basically. Then this one came out and I was like, shit, I can get the special edition. Like, I'm actually able to afford it right now. I got paid a little bit more, so I was like, sweet. Bought the special edition. That came in. That was awesome. Got the helmet, all that shit. And then I'm like, I played the game for like 5 days. I'm like, this is like trash. It's just there's so many bad things going on. Like, it's just people were breaking the game left and right. If you were on the computer or on Xbox, it didn't matter. People were breaking the game left and right with bugs and shit. And it like totally ruined the experience of playing it. Yeah, people. There was I guess there was a massive game breaking bug on PC where people could literally trade with someone without having them trade back, and then you could just take
asking?
Yeah, and then just take all their shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so people were like, "Hey, guess what?
That's like getting robbed."
Yeah, they're like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I have all your shit, and I'm holding it for ransom." And you'd be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I just went into your inventory and took all your shit." Like, what do you mean? What are you talking? People were they were going to the, there's like a testing room for, guns that aren't even live yet at this point. People were able to find their way into the testing room on the actual, PC game, they were taking weapons and then selling them on eBay. Yeah.
Like for actual money?
Yeah. For like actual money, for like $60. Hey, you can have this gun that's not even out yet, and then they would just transfer it in game to people. Yeah, it was a shit show. Like, Bethesda really crapped the bed on that one, and yeah, I don't know how they're gonna bounce back from that kind of crap. So
how can they? They basically that seems like they set it up themselves. Like,
yeah,
if you didn't fix it and you knew it was happening,
yeah, yep. So what are some things that when you were starting up that were kind of hurdles for you?
Being black.
Really?
Still is.
Is it something that has kind of like taken a back seat recently, or is it still
now my content speaks louder for it? It doesn't matter what the hell I am.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like my content it doesn't matter now. But before, I still do here and there. Like, every time I'm on the front page of Twitch or have a decent amount of viewers or anything like that, I get the racist shit here and there. But at the beginning, it was nonstop. It was on a regular basis. Like, people spam harassing me, and if I'm only pulling 2 or 3 viewers, imagine someone coming in with 10 people in their Discord spamming you with racist shit.
Yeah.
Attacking you.
Oh yeah.
Now, you'll affect me for 5 seconds and then you're all gone. Right.
Right.
But back then, I got 3 viewers. My chat barely moving. You making it move with a bunch of racist stuff, and I have no idea what to do. It's like a hate raid, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. I just, for me, I'm not like I was raised in a family and in a household that like that shit wasn't like tolerated. My mom shut that shit down at the door. Like she does. So to me, it doesn't. It bothers me when people are like, "Yeah, this is what happens." I'm like, why? Why are people like that? I don't.
Like my friend Vern plays with me on Overwatch.
Yeah,
I never understands like why people are so racist and shit like that.
Yeah,
but it happens on a regular basis.
And it's crazy. It just blows my mind because in this day and age, I feel like people don't understand. Like, it doesn't matter if you've never met that person before. If you're a shitty person to someone else just because you just want to be a shitty person to someone else, like, it's not cool. And people like think it's just I'm just talking to someone over the internet. No big deal. Like, no, dude, that's still a person. Like, in the end of the day, like, that's still a person. Like, they didn't do anything wrong to you. Like, why throw shade and why throw hate at people for no reason? Like, why does that accomplish? Because it made you laugh? Like, okay, cool, take it somewhere else, please. I've had people come in and just, I'm a big dude, so like people are like, oh, you're fat. Yeah, thank you. I've been told that since I was like, I don't know, 4.
Yeah, like hit me.
I tell people, hit me with something that's like original, and then maybe I'll laugh at it. But like, other than that, you're not telling me anything I don't already know or can't already see.
You're not even affecting me.
Right?
You're telling me shit I've been hearing since I was 12, bro. Like,
yeah. I'm like, yeah.
You're about to tell me nothing new.
Like, listen, I grew up in an Italian family. Yes, I know what food is. I enjoy it. I don't care.
Oh,
like, don't.
You ain't good.
Don't hit me with some bullshit. And you're like, oh, you're fat. Yeah, it's because you know what? I eat really good homemade food every night. What did you eat? McDonald's? Shut up. Leave me alone. Like, I don't. Whatever. That don't matter.
Italians don't know about struggle plates.
Yeah.
They will feed you good, no matter what.
My great aunt, I'll come over her house for Thanksgiving. I'm like, Auntie, I just I'll eat like a little bit of food. She's like, you're gonna eat as much food as I give you, and then you're gonna go home. And I'm like,
stop it in front of you, and that's it. You go to sleep.
Like, Auntie, I gotta eat for the rest of Thanksgiving. She's like, nah, you'll eat. Don't worry.
This is it.
I said, oh God, it's like Hansel and Gretel. Every time I go over there, I feel like I'm gonna die. Like, she's trying to cook me. Yeah, that's one thing that I know about Italian families and any black families. They're all the same. It's they will not send you home empty bellied. I promise you that. Nope. I promise you that. I don't care if that's the last whatever they're in their fridge. They'll give it to you just because they feel bad. Like, they're like, we're not sending you home empty bellied. Nah, you're going home with a full stomach. I'm sorry.
Is it?
So when it comes to Twitch, is there some things that you see that you would wish that would just kind of go away completely, that are currently on the platform?
Honestly, just jealousy.
Yeah.
Everybody's jealous of somebody else. Everybody's worried about somebody else's numbers.
Yeah.
Everybody's obsessed with what someone else is doing. Everybody need to worry about their goddamn self, and then we'll be good.
Did you for a while, were you in that same boat, or did you have you always been kind of like above that?
I'm from New York. We don't have time to hate.
I like that. That's I definitely can't say that I was not in that boat. I definitely was in that boat for a while, but then I took a step back, and I like you said, what's the point of, like, you don't have time for it. What's the point in,
what does hating on someone else ever do for you?
Right.
Like, if I see someone else doing better than me, right?
Yeah.
And they got 10 times everything I got.
Yep.
I hate on them. Do whatever I do to make sure they know I hate them. Are their supporters going to come support me now? No. Are their viewers going to come watch me? No. Is their bank account going to switch and become mine? No. So what the fuck am I wasting time hating on them for? That's not going to do nothing for me. If anything, use their success as motivation and try to be better than them.
Yep.
then if there's somebody that did you wrong, then you're really getting back at them because you spitting in their face and you're doing better than them now.
Yeah.
Do that. Like, use it as motivation.
Yeah.
Listen, never waste your energy.
Yeah. I think,
and as I said that, someone just typed in my chat, wasting mad energy, LOL.
Yeah.
That's how real it is.
I think that when it comes down to it, people will compare their, like they'll get on the platform and they'll be on the platform for a year, right? Then they'll look at people that are like, I'll just give you a name, like Ammunition. They'll look at Ammunition and say, why does she have, so many people? Why can't it be like her? Well, listen here, guys. She's been on the platform for a really long fucking time. So there's the thing that happens when you've been on a platform for a long time. People know who the fuck you are. That's just it. That's all it is. She's just been on the platform for longer. Like, just don't compare her chapter 12 to your chapter 1. It's what the fuck is that going to do for you?
Exactly.
And I think that's
like a year in the game.
Yeah.
You barely getting your feet wet.
Yeah.
You still not even ready for nothing.
Yeah.
You should still just be a viewer if you only got a year in.
Yeah.
I was watching Twitch for probably a year and a half before I actually became a streamer.
What when it came to becoming a partner, what was the moment you were like, this is it, I'm gonna be able to do this now?
I still don't know. I'm not I don't have comfortability right now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not comfortable
where
I'm at.
Right.
Or being the streamer I am. Nothing.
Yeah.
I want more. I don't think I'm successful enough. I mean, I'm obviously not comfortable enough financially, so I'm obviously not successful enough.
Right.
And I think I have so much more to give. I just have to give it.
Yeah. I like that. And
which is why me working hard now means so much.
Yeah. I think when it comes to this podcast, the reason why I started it was because it was no selfish reason for me. For me, it was to share people's stories like yours, so that people knew more about other people. Because, everyone lives in a small bubble on this platform. So if I can open people's eyes to other people, maybe I introduce, 2 or 3 new people to your channel. That's 2 or 3 people that didn't show up to your channel before. But, even if it's just that small amount,
exactly.
At this point, I want to be able to make a tidal wave of people, like say, hey, go check this channel out. And then everyone does it. My goal is not to grow and be, ninja level. I don't really care to be that level. I don't want to. To me, it's making the small waves, not making the big fucking, tsunami. That's my thing.
Yeah. I'd rather be able to control the way I impact my people.
Yep.
Which I can do now.
Yeah.
And I think my goal, probably within the next 6 months to a year, is to be comfortably at triple-digit viewership and 1,000+ subs.
That's awesome.
I think that's where I'll be comfortable enough to take care of myself, but also with the merch and the music and everything else, be able to chase my passions,
Yeah.
Like, literally, when I get back from this trip that I'm going on to the charity event, when I get back, I got to start looking for a job. I need another job. I need another source of income. Streaming is not enough. It's not doing it,
Yeah.
And it gets to the point where chasing your dreams is good, but if you chase your dreams and then there's bumps along the road, you got to be able to change your route.
Yeah.
You got to be able to switch where your course is headed. You feel me?
Yeah.
You got to be able to change, and on the fly too, because like, stuff could change in a matter of 2 months.
Absolutely.
Everybody doesn't have 2-3 years. Sometimes you got 2-3 months, and you got to figure out where you're going, where you want to be, what you want to do, what your plans are. And you got to start thinking long term, you know? Like, now I have to think about the next 3 to 4 years and what's my plan before I turn 30.
Absolutely.
Where do I want to be when I'm 30? I want to be a millionaire when I'm 30.
That's it.
I want to be able to not worry about anything when I'm 30. And I want to be able to start thinking about kids and shit.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
I want to be able to take care of my mom, you know?
Sure.
Stuff like that. That's the type of shit that I care about. That's the type of shit that's at the forefront of my mental, is thinking about what I want for the future, you know? Because I don't plan to die until natural causes, you know?
Right.
I think that I got such a purpose here that ain't nothing gonna take me off this planet except nature itself.
Like that. I think that when it comes down to it, your positivity is going to be the thing that drives you in the long haul. Like no matter what direction you go, it's going to be the positivity is going to be the reason why you do everything you do, because the fact that you're positive in the fact that you want to do it, and the positive, you know, that you know where you want to go and where you want to be in your life. And that's like,
and the fact that it affects so many other people is even like, that's what I care about even more, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's just, so when it comes to streaming, what's one thing that you can tell people that might be starting off that, you know, they might not know, and something that, you know, it might be even a personal thing that you know you learned as you were coming through,
like a piece of advice?
Yeah, a piece of advice.
Honestly, just be yourself. Like, there's too many people trying to do something that everyone else is doing, you know?
Absolutely. And
nobody's actually doing it. They're just talking about it. That's what a lot of people do, is they just talk about it and they don't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be able to be comfortable with what you are and who you are in order for viewers and to build a fan base where people can support you.
Yeah.
It can't just happen out of nowhere, you know?
Absolutely. I think that's a damn good piece of advice, honestly, because there's a lot of people that are out there that won't, you know, they'll try to be something else that they obviously you can tell that they're not. And it shows through no matter what, no matter how much you try, it will always show through.
Yeah, they're not genuinely them. And that's the problem. Like, people are literally scared nowadays to just be them.
Yeah.
Like, they feel like putting on a facade, pretending to be someone else, making it seem as if you're something you're not, is the way to go. Like, nah, people gonna see through that shit.
Yep.
Like, they're gonna see right through you. And after a while, you leave impression after impression after impression on different people, and everyone's gonna have the same story about you. What are you gonna do? Call all of them liars? You know? Like, what I used to do when I was a kid was I used to blame the teachers for the bullshit that I was doing in school. Right. You know? And a part of it was teachers, because I was too smart for my own good. Yeah. Like, I was finishing schoolwork and then bullshitting and doing whatever I wanted. Mm-hmm. But being able to step back and realize I could do it this way, and then I won't have to worry about this, you know? Yeah. That's when it finally clicked, and I was like, okay, so I could take my time, do what I want to do, how I want to do it, but send out a good message. And then I did that. But when I was younger, I was blaming the teachers because I didn't know why. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now I know why. Now I know the journey. Now I know what I'm supposed to be doing. You know, I know what I'm supposed to be putting out into the world. And now I'm just doing it. Yeah. And that's the damn important part. Because it becomes, you know, what do you want to do with your life? But also, like, how do you want to be perceived in the end? Do you want to be perceived as a dickhead that didn't do shit, didn't amount to anything, and didn't really want to, you know, really be here, and you just kind of half-assed your way through life? Or do you want to be someone that, you know, buckled down, did one thing really fucking well, and then, you know, in the end, that's what you're known for, you know? Somebody who actually made an impact, like who actually left an imprint on whatever whether it be a community, whether it be a directory, whether it be an industry, whether it be the world, whether it be a country, whether it be a group of people, whatever it is, where you make your impact, it has to be for a reason, for something. You know, you got to leave something behind.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's, I mean, it seems like you're digging your heels in, and that's the thing that's going to set you apart from everyone else.
What?
To dig your heels in and to be, you know, try to be above everyone else, like to push yourself.
I'm not going anywhere.
Right. That's the best part. That
first mentality,
right,
is where you solidify yourself.
Yeah.
And that's where you leave something. That's what, like this tattoo that I have on my, well, you can't see it, but I have a pharaoh. It's a zombie pharaoh, and it means you're never truly considered a king until you die. Because when they died, that's when they were draped in gold and buried and respected, and you know, it was after they died. It was when they were gone. Yeah. So in order to be this, in order to be what's tattooed on my skin, when I die, in order to still be considered a king, I have to leave a legacy. I have to leave behind an impact. I have to touch enough people that their kids feel my impact. That's why I do the music and leave something in the world that if I die, it's still there, you know?
That's awesome.
That's the point of creating. And I think that's a creator's mindset, or at least one that a creator should have.
Absolutely. So I have one last question for you, and then I'm gonna bounce out of here. I'm gonna leave you to the rest of your night.
What's up?
When it comes to Twitch, what is the direction that you'd like to see the platform go into? Like not as a growth thing, but like, is there a specific thing that you would like to see the platform grow into later, you know, let's say 2-3 years from now?
I want it to be more diverse all the time.
Yeah.
Like I loved what they did with the Black History Month, but
yeah, absolutely.
I don't want that to just fall to the wayside now that it's fucking March. You know, like
right.
I don't want all that progress to just go away. I want them to listen and ask the people that are the life of this platform, which is the small to mid-size streamers and partners, especially partners, because there's so many of us. Right. And there's other waters now. Mixer is a thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Facebook is a thing. And listen, one LeBron went to South Beach when he wanted to you know, play your cards right and keep it here, because I'm gonna blow up somewhere. I'll tell you that. It don't matter where it is, you know.
Nah, I feel it.
Platform don't matter because my content gonna stay the same.
Absolutely. And your community will follow wherever you're at, because it's just one click away.
100%.
You know,
it's just one. It's solid people.
Yeah.
But Twitch is home though.
Yeah, for sure. I've been on Twitch so damn long. It's just I don't know anywhere else. I tried Beam for a while when Beam was a thing, and that just it was in, you know, that was Mixer in his infancy, and it just didn't work out. You know, it was a dog eat dog world, and I was eating. You know, I was wearing bacon pants, and there was nothing to do there. But now it's definitely grown. I think Mixer's kind of coming on the heels of Twitch and trying to you know, take their claim of the people they can. You know, they've taken some people from Twitch,
yes, they have
partner streamers, and said, hey, we'll partner here and we'll give you a bigger cut of your deal, and you know, we'll do. And people just move over. They know their community will move over with them. So
100% every single time.
Yeah. I want you to shout out wherever you want to shout out when it comes to your content. And
I'm super simple with that. I'm LibraLebron literally everywhere. I'm super anal about that.
Yeah.
Like I have LibraLebron on every platform. The only thing I got an underscore is on my Instagram. and that's at the end, so it doesn't even matter. If you still type in LibraLebron, I'm the first one that pops up. You Google LibraLebron, it'll be three, probably more pages of just me, just bullshit of me. Spotify, LibraLebron. Twitter, LibraLebron. Twitch, LibraLebron. Discord.gg/LibraLebron. I'm telling you, I'm branded. This shit for life for me. I'm not quitting tomorrow. I'll tell you that.
I like that. I do want to ask you what gave you the LibraLebron thing? What was the whole?
My government name is LeBron, and I'm a Libra. But Libra also is an acronym for Lyrically Immortal Beast, redesigned artistically.
Nice. Like that. That's way better, more than I thought it was. I figured Libra was a thing, like you were a Libra. That I kind of assumed that portion. But that's pretty awesome though.
Yeah.
So, well, it's been pretty great talking to you, my friend. I'm gonna leave you to the rest of your night.
I appreciate you having a conversation with me.
Yeah, I enjoy just getting a new perspective on life when it comes to streaming. So, and I'm sure at least one person's gonna take some value away from this conversation. I'm just grateful you were able to share a little time with with me tonight.
Hey, I'm glad I was able to do it.
So
appreciate you.
I hope to see you at TwitchCon, and
sounds good.
I hope you and your community have a fantastic night, and I will talk to you soon. All right.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yep. Have a great night, my friend.
You too.
All right. Bye bye. What's up, everybody? So I hope you enjoyed yourself listening to Libra and I chat about basically everything, anything that had to do with streaming as well as just life itself. He's a fantastic streamer and just a overall cool dude. I'm really happy that we got him onto the podcast so he could drop some knowledge on me, and yeah, it was just, I hope you enjoyed yourselves as much as I did. If you guys want to check out his stuff, I'm going to post all of his links in the show notes. Yeah, that's about it. If you guys want to check out anything I do, feel free to hit up the link as well. I have my link tree in the description or in the show notes, and hit me up on Twitch. We are always live Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. And that's about it. Hope you have a fantastic day or night wherever you are, and I hope to see you on the next podcast. All right.